I think it was a decision I had to make, Munners. I was always on toeing on the edge for a little bit, obviously with everyone around the community thinking I'm a bit of a loose cannon on the off-field stuff, and yeah, I guess it's really opened my eyes to a lot of things. There's obviously a lot of people around the game and a lot of people around the community still think it was a lot of bullholic that what happened, but I went in there for 4 weeks, really enjoyed it, my time at the Benyons. They were outstanding, changed a lot of things around in my life and my lifestyle, and just really enjoying the little things at the moment that obviously that I really enjoyed when I was a kid, and just hopefully going back to playing the footy and that I love, and that's the reason why I played this game. It wasn't for money, it wasn't for anything like that, and I've lost the joy of playing footy last year just because of obviously bubbles and everything. But in saying that, there's a lot of people in the community doing a lot tougher than I am, and yeah, I couldn't fault the Benyons for what they did for me, and it was a learning curve. It was a lesson, it wasn't a mistake, and we all make mistakes, but there's a lesson I needed to learn.
So what are the things you've started to enjoy a little bit more since you've come out of rehab?
Just the little things. I obviously got 2 dogs, really enjoyed my time with them, spending a lot more time with them. Obviously my loving partner Bianca, and we've got a baby due in 2 weeks, so something I really got to obviously be a lot more responsible for, and I think I need that in my life. I needed stability, and yeah, I guess being down in Melbourne, not being in the spotlight as much, really enjoy that time and being able to do things that I can with my loved ones, and yeah, just really enjoying the fatherhood at the moment and really getting stuff for the baby, and didn't really realise how much responsibility I needed to have for that. So I'm really excited in that term, but been training behind closed doors and trying to make sure I'm healthy and fit, ready to go, and making sure we can give fans something to remember next year.
So when did you start your training program?
I've been training non-stop for 8 or 9 weeks since I've been in rehab. I had 4 days of PT training in there, as well as obviously psychs talking to me and figuring out why I was obviously doing what I was doing, and yeah, it's a good eye-opener, and I know a lot of people probably think it's a lot of obviously a lot of bullholic, like I said, that I'm just doing this to make the fans and everything happen, but that was something in my life where I obviously partied a lot more than I needed to, and yeah, like I said, I'm really trying to turn a page, and yeah, off the piss for 12 months and everything around the game, so I'm really excited, and hopefully it can show on the footy field next year. Really excited.
So how difficult is that going to be being off alcohol?
Oh, look, it's going to be tough, obviously, with events and everything we do around the Storm, but in saying that, it's a thing for me that I need to be better with and try and show mental strength, and like I said, I've found ways in rehab where I know I can enjoy myself and don't need alcohol to enjoy myself. So yeah, feeling really ready to go and really motivated to play well next year, and that's my motivation, is just to just make everyone proud of my family. I know I've tried to make too many people happy and try to worry about other people's needs, and then realistically I should just be worrying about what makes me happy, and now I know what that is.
Now, you've been around the building here a little bit, and a lot of people have been saying how good you're looking. How many kilos have you lost, and how good are you feeling?
I've lost about 5 or 6 kilos, to be honest with you, Munners. I'm feeling good. I'm in the 80s now again, so yeah, obviously I might have to try and fine-tune that with Lockie and see where my best playing weight is, but I'm really enjoying how I'm feeling, what I'm eating, and I'm sure the 12 months without alcohol, and my goal is to, obviously when I finish the 12 months, is to keep going and try and get the most out of my career, and it's only a short career, and I've realised that, and like Bellyache always talks about, you only put in what you get out. And like I said, I need to make sure that I'm playing this game for a reason, and I want to be remembered as a good player, and not only as a good player, but also a great player, and be a well-recognised person off the field as well as a role model. So obviously I want to be a role model for my child that's coming up, and just with the lifestyle and stuff that I was obviously doing off field is not what you want to teach your child or teach kids around the game, to be a role model. So yeah, I'm going to try and obviously make amends for everything that's happened, but only I can do that is by doing everything I'm saying.
Now, you mentioned Bellyache. How's he been over the last few weeks?
Yeah, I think he's been good. I've obviously just ran into him a couple of times, obviously training in that here at the club. He looks good. I think he's mentally probably fatigued, I reckon, going into last year with everything happening and not being able to see his grandchildren. And yeah, I'm sure seeing them and reuniting with them and hopefully having Christmas with them, I'm sure it'll make him a lot easier to talk to and be around. So yeah, I'm just hoping we can be COVID safe and just making sure we can actually have some games in Melbourne and give our fans what they've been waiting to see.
Did he give you much of a rocket after what happened in September?
Not much of a rocket. I guess probably more of a father figure, just trying to lead me in the right direction. probably more disappointed than angry. Obviously, being a leader at this club and being at this club for a long time, and like you spoke about, just my poor decisions that I made. It's a lesson, and a lesson I needed to have. Like people say, there's something in life that makes you need to change, and unfortunately, that was the thing that I needed in my life to change my life.
So we're going to miss round 1 due to suspension, but you'll be here for round 2, and that first home game, that is going to be a big night. You got circled?
Oh, if I get picked, it all depends on how well the boys go in round 1. But like obviously with knowing what he's like, he picks. If the team wins in the first week, he probably won't change too much. But I'll be making sure I'm fit, raring to go, and when he needs me. And fingers crossed, I can play the first home game in round 2. Yeah, it's very disappointing, obviously, what I've done last year. That's going to hurt the team this year. But hopefully our boys can have a good game. I'm sure we'll be playing the Tigers in round 1, so it's going to be a tough clash. But I'm sure the boys will be up for it.